Well, I'm sorry, he stuttered. He wanted to say so much, but he was clearly out of words. A slight panic was surrounding his heart, like a claw, squeezing it hard and painfully. Thoughts were rushing through him. He felt like she was slipping away. He couldn't let her go like this. All of his courage scraped together to form the sentence he was risking it all with. Please, go on a date with me. He pressed those words out to make sure he said them as long as there was still a bit of courage left. Sammy's eyes went wide. Shock? Surprise? For a second, the corners of her mouth twitched, as if she was disgusted, just thinking about dating someone. Another wave of panic washed over him. Bye, Nathan. Your 5 minutes are up. Her words dry and quiet, she put her helmet on, sat down on her bike and started it. No, hey, wait, please. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Please don't go, please. She shifted. Nathan's eyes were pleading for her not to go. I'm sorry, I didn't want to corner you. I didn't mean like a proper date, but maybe just coffee and talking? A last attempt to make her stay, but his guts told him that he just blew his only chance to get to know her better. With a last lingering look at him, she turned the throttle and took off. Nathan looked after her as she flew away as fast as she could. Only one word, fuck, escaped his lips. His eyes were still staring into the distance where Sammy disappeared. Nathan has always been pretty perceptive. He had a feeling for others, a sense, an intuition. From this short interaction, he concluded that she must have been through something. It felt like she was constantly running away, fleeing, but from who or what? After a while of contemplating back and forth about what to do, he sat down on his bike, putting his helmet on and made his way back home. Still deep in his thoughts, he made sure to drive carefully. The crash 2 years ago almost killed him. At first, the doctors weren't sure if he'd stay paralyzed after this massive impact onto his back. Nerves, muscles, and discs were damaged, but miraculously Nathan fought his way back into a normal life. The huge scar on his back from the surgery was the jewelry of survival, of fighting, and the strength he had to come up with. Back home, he parked his bike and leaned onto the tank for a minute and sighed softly. He couldn't believe he screwed up like that. But thinking about it, he hadn't done anything drastic. He didn't lie to her, and overall, it was more a two-sided thing. He was too straightforward, and she was backpedaling faster than an Olympic team trying to chase the gold medal. This wasn't the end. Nathan slowly shook his head. He would wait, let her calm down, and give it another try. He was able to catch her stealing glances of him, and his intuition told him that she eyed him for a reason. Sammy liked him. Even just a little, a very small, tiny bit. But he'd be patient now, waiting for the perfect moment to approach her again. A while later, Nathan was still in thoughts about her. It was all about her. He felt this pull towards this mysterious woman, as if she was the moon, and her gravity captivated him relentlessly. She was pulling at his heartstrings without even trying. Her green eyes imprinted into his memory. A lot of wishful thinking was swirling around in his mind, a lot of what-ifs. He was sitting at work. His stomach was growling at him, but he just couldn't get anything down. It was crazy, but he missed her. For a whole week or so, he avoided looking at her content. It was too painful to look at her beauty and her talent. Jake, his co-worker, came by, stopping in his tracks, looking at this bundle of bad mood and lingering sadness. Nate, what is it with you? You've been miserable for days now, let me guess. A woman? Nathan felt this heaviness again. He felt powerless. His motivation had left the room. Even lifting his head to look at Jake was a masterclass at its finest. Eventually, he lifted his head towards Jake with tired and lifeless eyes, dark circles underneath them. Not a woman, the woman, was his short but all-explaining answer. Got it, Jake muttered. But why don't you just talk to her? Give it another try. That try ended in her running away from me. These words were even as painful as the memory of her. What? Jake's chuckle was enough for Nathan to lose his cool. Could you please leave me alone, you idiot? Jake was caught off guard by his harsh words, and he realized how serious the situation was. You really like her, huh? Jake looked at him with a soft expression, placing a hand on his shoulder. This nearly broke Nathan. His elbows propped on the desk, his face buried inside his palms, on the verge of tears. Yes, he liked her. Way too much already.